Hi everyone, it's Anna here. Welcome to our training. This is just a little newbies training. We just got everybody to introduce themselves and say where they were from and why they've joined. So my name is Anna. I'm a Sapphire Elite in this business, and I joined 2 years ago. My background, I guess, was my husband and I, we had our own traditional business in a shopping centre for over 18 years, and I went off and did some of my own stuff. I did interior design, so colour consulting for about 3, 4, or 5 years, I can't even remember. And then I stumbled upon these natural soy candles, and I was just so blown away by them. This was in 2006, because they were new to the market. I hadn't seen anything like it before. So being an entrepreneur, I guess if you're entrepreneurial, there's that spark and desire of something more, wanting to create something more. That's how you know that you're an entrepreneur. So I then got these soy candles, and I thought, well, how do I get these into the marketplace? This is brand new. I haven't seen them before. So I knew that Party Plan was a really good option because it cut out the middleman. It's direct sales. You go to people's houses, you do the sales, you come home. So I created my own Party Plan, and I did that for about 6 years. And I got tired of doing it all because I made the candles, I took them out to the people's homes, had to find the parties, and I ran everything. The whole part of that business I did myself. So I thought I'd take a break from being self-employed, and I went into the workforce, and my job there was to be a casual lease executive. So I joined in a managerial role, and my job there was to bring in $560,000 for my employer. And I remember thinking, looking at people running around the office like chickens without heads, worried about their targets, worried about their deadlines, all this stress. And I remember thinking, is this it? Is this what people do for the next 20 years or to retirement? Be answerable to someone else, have to meet high budgets for someone else, line someone else's pockets, and then what, hopefully retire with a little bit of pocket money? I thought, no, that's not for me. And then I thought there has to be a better way. And then I did discover another network marketing business, and I joined that business, and it cost a lot of money. I invested over $5,000 to be in that business. I got a lot of training, went on a couple of their events, but I failed. I failed in this business. I didn't even make my money back, but I realized that I failed because I wasn't passionate. I did not believe in a digital product. So that's why I failed. Whereas then I found Jeunesse. I joined Jeunesse, tried the product. My belief in this product just shot through the roof. Anti-aging, stem cell technology, where do I sign? And the rest is history. And I just started. I knew that this was network marketing. I knew that I had to talk to people. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know if I was going to make it in this business. I just knew I had to, because I left the workforce in 2013. November 2013, they paid me a 3-month bonus. They gave me a bonus because I did a really good job to line someone else's pockets. And when I got that bonus, I gave 4 weeks notice, because I thought, I'm not going to live my life like that. I'm not going to be dictated by someone else. I'm not going to deal with office politics, etc., etc. And then I found Jeunesse 5 months after I left the workforce. So I had no plan B. I had to make this work, and I made sure that it worked. So within 4 months of joining Jeunesse, I was making $500 a week residual income. And was it easy? No. Was it hard? Bloody oath. But was it worth it? Damn right it was. Because now I'm in one of I'm in the leadership level. I'm number 2 in Canberra, and I'm top 50 in Australia. And it's just absolutely changed my life. I've travelled overseas on company's dime. They flew me to Dubai last year. That was an incredible experience. I remember almost being in tears being at these events in Dubai, thinking, how did I get here? How did I get so lucky? I've never been spoiled like that. Nobody's ever, like, a 5-star treatment. And I'm packing my bags because I'm off to Europe. I qualified for the Mediterranean cruise. I swam in the Finity pool at the top of the Marina Bay Sands last September, because I had a goal and I had a vision, and I went for it. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that this company is going to provide that lifestyle for me. So what we're doing today, just really quickly and informally, what we've got to do is you've got to we'll start at the basics, okay? So what you've got to do is you've got to understand that the industry that we're a part of. What is this industry? And there's lots of audios out there. There's lots of books, etc. If you've listened to, because a part of getting on the call tonight was about listening to Matt Morris, 7 Secrets to 7 Figures. So, and Matt Morris, if you know anything about him, and if you listen to that video, if this is something that you can listen to every single day, it's 40 minutes out of your day. You can either listen to it while you're driving to work, or while you're working out, or doing cleaning, vacuuming, whatever. Headphones on and listen to that sort of information, because that information is going to get you into the right headspace and shift your energy to help you believe in your ability and what you need to do to make it in this business, okay? So understanding the industry. And why are you here? You have to ask yourself, you have to know with crystal clear clarity why you're here. Because those people who join this business that have whimsical desires, whimsical dreams, whimsical beliefs are the first ones that walk out this door. And what happens when you walk out this door? You go back into society and you follow the rest of the herd. That's your option. Your options are to make it work here, to do what's required, to do the training, to apply yourself to this business and to this industry if you want the lifestyle of those who walk the stages of Janesse. Okay? So why are you here? Where do you see yourself? You must have a vision. You must know where you want to go. And if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. All right? Because this industry is hard. It is. It's really hard. And it's going to sift out the people that are serious, and it's going to kick out the ones that aren't. And you guys get to choose if you're one of the serious ones, or if you're going to be one of the ones that fold at the first obstacle and say, I can't do this. Everybody hits obstacles. Every one of these people that walks the stages of this industry of Janesse, everybody that walks the stages has had their hardships. Nobody has joined this business and gone to the top of the stage without having adversities, because it's in the adversities that shape who you become and shape who you will be. Because it's in the hard times that you learn what to do, what not to do. It's every time you bump up against resistance, because you must become the person who has what you want. And I say to people, I had this one guy that was looking at joining my business, and he was talking to me and he was saying, well, before I join, I want to know exactly what do I need to do. And I said, well, I can't tell you exactly what you need to do, because it's very different. People have different strengths. When you join, you'll understand what this industry is about, and then you will then learn and develop your skills and your strengths, and then you work with those strengths to get you to where you want to go. Oh, no, but I want to know exactly what I need to do. And he's a hairdresser. And I said to him, okay, now you're a hairdresser, right? He says, yes, I am. I said, okay, if you give me a pair of scissors and a comb, and I say to you, okay, now I want to know how to do a hairstyle before I enroll to hairdressing school. I want you to tell me how to do it. I said, can you do that? He says, oh, no, I don't think so. This is exactly the same, all right? To qualify or to get a degree in something, it's usually 4 years of study before you can get paid, start getting paid, before you get your degree to start going out to the workforce in your chosen field and start making money. This industry, it means you can start making money straight away. But there's going to be a learning curve. You've got to do the studies. You've got to do the books. You've got to do the seminars. You've got to do the webinars. You've got to do the audios. You've got to be plugged into the system. The more plugged in you are, the more likely you are going to have success. All right? So if you've joined this business to make a quick buck, ASAP, you're going to be sadly mistaken. And this is why so many people drop off, because they think it's harder than what they thought it was going to be. They thought they were going to join in and start making bucks really quickly. No, you don't. You start to make the money when you start becoming the person who has that kind of success and who makes that kind of money. Okay? So I want to prepare you for that. All right? Because this is a learning curve. And your income This is what Danny Johnson says. Danny Johnson's a multimillionaire in the US. She came from such humble backgrounds, humble beginnings, and struggled a lot of poverty, a lot of abuse, and she became a millionaire in her early 20s. So she has a book called First Steps to Wealth, which is in the Files tab of the Dare to Dream Team Files tab. All right, so you must be committed to learning. You must be committed to the education. You must be committed to training. Because this industry can give you whatever you want, whether it's $2,000 a month or $50,000 a month. It can give it to you. Now, whether it's going to take you 2 years or 5 years to get there, does that really matter?
No.
Because you start with the end in mind. You know what you want to make, how much you want to make, why you want to make it, how is it going to change your life? And then, okay, now what are the steps? What do I need to do? Now, one of the tips, this is what keeps me going, because it does get tough. I keep watching our leaders. All right, I was watching Aaron Biley and the boys, Lyndon Biernoff and Craig Schultz, looking at them doing videos in Sedona, Arizona. And then did you all see Aaron's lead after party? He did a live Facebook thing. That's what you've got to tap into. And I keep tapping into that to give me the drive, because I want to be there. I want to be walking alongside them. I want to be one of those people who can buy an airline ticket at the drop of a hat and travel anywhere around the world that I want. Okay, so all right, so remember what excited you about that business, because you are going to have to tap into that. You are going to have to remember what excited you about joining here. That needs to be the fuel that's going to drive you when things are tough. Okay. There's a training by Jim Rohn. It's called The Magic of Part-Time. And that prepares you for this industry. It tells you that we're going to have 4 seasons in this business. You're going to have winter when there's nothing happening and it looks like your whole team's dying. You're going to have autumns, and you're going to have springs where you have to do the harvest, and you're going to have or plant the seeds, and you're going to have the summers where the harvest comes in. So The Magic of Part-Time is what you need to listen to by Jim Rohn. Okay, so write that down. Now, I'm going to go through the 7 steps to 7 figures, which I asked you to have a look at by Matt Morris. Now, if you listen to that, Matt Morris, he lived in a little car. He was homeless, and really all these big people now have these huge stories about their humble beginnings and the poverty that they had and the struggle that they had and what they did to come out of it and what they did to change it. He said he lived in, I think, a little Honda Civic and was homeless and broke. And it took him, I think, did he say, I don't know whether he said it took him 4 years, or in the first 12 months, he didn't sign up a single person. He made $0. And he said, but his life changed when he learned the principles and he applied himself. He said if he had quit, if he had decided that this is too hard, because most people will not stick out their first year. And you must also listen to Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell. It's part of the Getting Started training. And that also prepares you and gives you the ups and downs and helps you to ride out the bumps of this industry. Because, guys, this industry is the only one that I know of in the entire world that is completely neutral, and it doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter what education level you've got. It doesn't matter what your parents did. It doesn't matter which school you went to. This is the only industry that fulfills your desires and the action that you put behind those desires. So remember that. We're part of something that's absolutely incredible. Janesse has made, at this point, about 160 7-figure income earners. The other business that I was a part of in almost the same time frame has made 12 or 13 7-figure income earners. So what we're in is massive. It's huge. But it's up to you to take this to wherever you want to take it to. It's up to you to conquer the fears that you've got that are buried so deep inside that you don't even know what they are. It's those fears and those blocks that are stopping you from moving forward and stopping you from getting what you want in this business. But it's up to you to do the work. It's up to you to find out what those blocks are, up to you to uncover those fears, and up to you to push through them. Okay, so number one is dream big. You can only go as far as you can dream. And that was what Matt Morris says. I want you to guys to listen to that again. Matt Morris, seven Secrets to Seven Figures. Your dreams will take you where you want to go if they're big enough. And he says if your dreams don't make you scared, they're not big enough. Now he talks about this. This is one of the greatest. Who knows what one of the greatest success books in the world is? I know you know, Leanne.
The Science of Getting Rich by Napoleon Hill. No, sorry, that's Think and Grow Rich. The Science of Getting Rich. Is it?
Wallace Waddles. Well, this book makes the most millionaires. All right. So if you want to become an expert in this industry, you must become an expert of the mind. Think and Grow Rich. I got this from a secondhand bookstore. I think I paid $7.50. Secondhand bookstore. And look, and then as I go through it, look at what I do. I scribble all over it. I highlight whatever I find that I really love that stands out for me. Okay, so this is going to be an investment to your future. Kathleen Degelman, who's a diamond in our business, the first time I came across her, she was at Macau. She was at the Macau annual conference, and she received her emerald pin. That was 2 years ago. 18 months ago. She received her emerald pin, and she said that she attributes her success to this book, and she reads it every January. All right, so you must follow in the footsteps of those who have what you want. If they tell you to read something, then you read it, because that's another thing that Matt Morris says. You find someone who has what you want, ask them how they achieved it, and duplicate what they do. Okay, so dream big. Make sure your step one is to know where you want to go. Dream big. And if I had a magic wand, and if I said to you, what would you like? You've got one wish. What would you like? What's the biggest dream that you can imagine that you can have? And if I could give you that wish, I want you to understand what that wish is. I want you to tap into the feeling of that wish, the energy of that wish, and write it down. Okay, so number two is become an expert. We touched a little bit on that. Become an expert. Matt Morris talks about how he's read about 10 books in all fields. 10 books. So for example, the 4 subjects of books you need to read, or audios that you need to listen to, or seminars that you need to go to are mindset, sales, leadership, and also and industry knowledge. They're the 4 areas that will help you grow in this business to become the person that you want to become, and to become the whatever income level you want. So become an expert. Here also, part of our getting started training is industry knowledge and personal growth. That's slide number 12 from Aaron Biley's Getting Started Training. If you haven't seen the Getting Started Training, contact your sponsor and say, can you please send me the Aaron Biley Getting Started Training. See, these, I've ticked off the ones that I've personally read. Okay, so this is industry knowledge. Okay, you must become an expert in the things that you do. Like a brain surgeon, you can't want to be a brain surgeon to say, no, look, I'm just happy to do my 4 years of med school, but I don't want to do the extra. You can't. You have to become an expert, because those people who are experts get to where they want to go. All right, so become an expert. Number 3, the really, really important, is goal setting. A goal that's not written down on paper is just a thought. The goal that's written down on paper is solidified. It's kind of like directing. It's kind of like putting a request into the universe. Okay, the law of attraction gets activated when you write your goals down. They must be specific. They must be in present tense, as though you already have them. So it must be a present tense statement as if you already have it. You can't say, I want to earn $5,000 a month. Because if you want to earn $5,000, the universe reads that as, the law of attraction reads that as, okay, you want $5,000. So guess what? the law of attraction is going to give you and allow you to keep wanting that $5,000 per month. I'm so happy and grateful that I now earn $5,000 a month. So you create a statement of when you have it and time date it, and you must read them every single day. The subconscious mind is the driver, the chauffeur of your life. The conscious mind says, I want this business to be a success. If the subconscious mind is saying, I don't think so, nobody's ever been successful in your family, why do you deserve to have successful? You're not to be successful. You're not worthy of success. This is where conflict starts to happen, because the conscious mind says, I want success. The subconscious mind says, hell no. And you know that the subconscious mind is kicking in when it keeps throwing blocks and barriers and no's and all of this restriction or resistance in your way. That's your subconscious sabotaging you. All right. So with the goals help repattern the mind, because everything is hardwired in the brain. The brain is hardwired through all our thoughts, create neural networks in the brain. And goals shift those neural networks to help you create what you want to have. So you must be crystal clear on your goals. I want you to make sure that you've got at least 10 to 15 goals written down. And you've got to read them every day, put them on a little piece of paper, carry them around your wallet, read them in the morning, read them at night before you go to bed. Because when that happens, you start to create new patternings of the brain, which helps you move towards what you're looking for. Seriously. People, situations, things are going to start falling into your lap. Like today, I got on the phone with this lady who she wanted to join my Dare to Dream or our Dare to Dream Team Facebook group, but that's for team members only. I ended up having a chat with her. She's already in the business through somebody else, but she didn't realize that she could build a business even at the level that she's at, and that's just freaky. Because I would never have met her had she not wanted to join. That means energetically she's ready. So energetically, so that's my point. When you're ready and when you're doing the work and starting to shift your subconscious mind, people, circumstances, things show up. Just like those people here that saw my video campaign, which is probably most of you.
Yeah.
That's not by accident, and that's exactly what my video campaign says. Well, you know what? I said on a soul level, you've asked for more. Well, guess what? I'm delivering, but it's up to you to take the next step. And I truly believe in that. Okay, so goal setting. Now, with the goal setting as well, your success here must be a burning desire. All right, it must be such a burning desire that this is what's like for me, and this is what's like for the leaders. It's embedded in cellular memory. It's what I think about and breathe and talk and feel 24 hours a day. All right, so you must become a part of you. It must be such a burning desire that you're going to do whatever it takes. Okay, if it's not a burning desire, you won't make it. You'll struggle in this business. Okay. Then with your goal setting as well, you've got to make an action plan. So you've also got to understand the levels in this business. Now there's comp plans. Ask the person who enrolled you if you don't know how or what. There's a video called Money Zones with Craig Schultz. You can look up Money Zones, Craig Schultz, and it shows you what you need to do to get to what kind of level and what income each of those levels are. Because that's your roadmap. It's the GPS. When you have the GPS activated, like if for example, if I want to jump in my car, I activate my GPS and I just say, look, get me anywhere, I want to be in Melbourne. Just say diamond means Melbourne. I want to go to Melbourne. Then my car will activate, but it'll say, well, where in Melbourne? And if I'm not crystal clear about where I want to go, the GPS is going to take you everywhere. It's going to go take you all sorts of places. You want to know where you're going and you want to move into that direction. So chunking down your goals, just say your goal is to make $10,000 a month, and just say you give yourself 2 or 3 years, okay? Depending on the kind of people, you could do it in 12 months, you can do it less. Generally, it could take between 2 and 3 years to earn that kind of money, depending on what kind of people you put in your business. So just say your goal is to earn $10,000 per month. Okay, great. So that means $10,000 per month is your goal. That means Ruby income. So Ruby income. Okay, so what do I need to do to become Ruby? Okay, so to become Ruby, you need to sponsor between 80 and 100 people. Okay, so what time frame am I going to give myself to sponsor 80 to 100 people? If I want to sponsor one person per week, that means that's going to take me 2 years to get there. Okay, so chunking down your goals as to where you want to go, how much do you want to earn, and what do I need to get there? That's clarity, and that's part of goal setting. And that's also step 4, massive action. If you work this business, now this is a multi-million-dollar business. If you work this business very part-time, very haphazardly, a little bit there, a little bit here, 1 hour a week, 2 hours a week, and then after 12 months you're upset that it hasn't got you where you want to go, well, let's just take full responsibility for that. There's a recording by Eric Worre that's called Get 20 in 30 Days. Now that is massive action. Okay, I had a chat with Craig Schultz. Craig Schultz, at the end of 2014, December 2014, they did some coaching, one-on-one coaching with people that they thought were leaders or moving into leadership. And they said they have evaluated our business, how much we were cycling, where we wanted to go. And he said to me, get another 20. And that was at the end of 2014, December 2014. The new year clocked over, 2015. And I just went off like a firework. I sponsored 22 people in 8 weeks because I took massive action. All right, so the massive action is what is going to get you the results as fast as possible. So, and then that propelled me or projected me into that $9,000 bonus that I got for turning Sapphire Elite. Had I not taken that massive action, had I just said, oh, look, whatever comes, 1 or 2 people a week is fine. If I had that attitude, if I had that, I would not be where I am today. So massive action. You must determine for yourselves what that massive action is. Because when you start getting that money, when that money starts coming in every single week on autopilot, you're making money while you sleep. You have people coming to you saying that they want to join your business. Then that's when you know you've made it. And there's no sweeter feeling than knowing that you've made it. I mean, look, I still had a long way to go myself. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. But this is a 2 to 5 year plan. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a get rich for life scheme. Now, everybody has different goals, different desires, different dreams, different visions. If you don't want to be a millionaire in this business, fantastic. Doesn't matter. You don't need to be a millionaire in this business. If you just want to make $5,000 extra per month, fantastic. Whatever it's going to take to change your life. Because this business is about you. It's about what do you want and what do you need to do to get there? And what are you prepared to do to get there? Okay? So taking massive action will get you there quicker. Now, Eric Worre says in that training, Get 20 in 30 Days, he says those people that do take these massive actions in 30-day increments, for example, he says if you do that once, he didn't say that, if you do that once, you'll become a 5-figure income earner. If you do that twice, you'll become a 6-figure income earner. He said those who become 7-figure income earners do that. So they get 20 in big blocks 5 or 6 times. Okay, so just remember that. So massive action will propel you. You can sit back on your couch and you can just take it easy, and that's fine. It's your business. You do whatever you like. You can run with the runners or you can walk with the walkers, but try not to be sleeping with the sleepers, okay? That's just like a terminology. Okay, become a leader. Now, you will attract people in your business that match the energy of who you are. So if you want to attract other leaders in the business, then you must become a leader. Okay, so what does a leader do? A leader attends every event in your area, or even the international events. They attend every event. This is what they said to me at the very start. This is what I heard at the very start. You must attend every event. So guess what I did? That's what the leaders told me. The leaders told me I need to attend every event, so I attended every event because I want what they have, so therefore I'm going to do what they tell me to do, okay? So becoming a leader is also about watching what you post. What is a leader? And I watch the leaders. How do they hold themselves? What posture do they have? What kind of things do they say? What kind of videos do they make? What content do they post on their walls? They're the ones that sit up the front. When you go to an event, if you're going to be sitting at the back, you're not a leader. You sit up the front and you turn up early to the events and you say, how can I help? That's stepping up as a leader. And when you become a leader, you're just going to, just through osmosis, you're going to start to attract that, okay? Your vision is number 6. We spoke about that, or we touched on that earlier. Be clear about what you want in this business. The clearer you are, the more refined the journey. Now, the clearer your what you want, it's all about the what, not the how. When you know what it is that you want, the how starts to show up. You'll start to see certain videos or certain links or all sorts of things. Now, my journey before Janess was like walking with Tony Robbins on the hot coals. I read so many different books, attended so many courses, classes, seminars, webinars. I did so much. And you get paid. That's what I said. Danny Johnson said that. I said that earlier. Your income follows your personal development. So your income follows your personal development. So remember that, okay? So I've got some great ebooks in the files tab of the Dare to Dream Team files tab. Okay, so your vision is going to manifest. So whatever your vision is where you're at. Okay, so wherever your vision is where you're at. How do we know that? Because you're there. Now, everything that you've done in the past has led you to this point right now where you are. Your beliefs, your values, your goals, whatever goals that you've set. But goals are not always conscious. You're not always conscious of your goals. If you have self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs, then that's why you are where you are. Okay, so your vision, you must be clear on your vision, where you want to go, because that's the what. What do you want? If most people say, I think I heard Bob Proctor say that, if you were to ask a person, what do you really want? If you were to sit there on your own with a pen in your hand and say to yourself, what do I want? It'll be really hard to genuinely write down what do you want. So be clear on what do you want for your life, what's your vision and where you're going. Because the how from that point will start to appear in your life with either people or circumstances, situations or whatever will start to show up to verify the what and the vision, okay? And number 7, the last one, the most important one, is to take 100% responsibility for your results. And it's very easy to sit there and say, but I haven't been getting enough support, or I haven't been this, or I haven't been that, or nobody's told me this, or somebody failed to tell me that. If we sit there and point with our finger, there's 3 pointing back at you. Okay? So if you take 100% responsibility for your business and your results, that will help you grow much quicker, because it's nobody else's fault. Okay, because all the platform or all the information is there. So you have to take responsibility for calling your uplines. You have to take responsibility for asking for information or asking for this or asking for that. You have to show up to the events. You have to show up to yourself. Okay? Because you guys are worth it. Whoever's on this journey with us, you guys are so worth it. And I would love more than anything for you guys to be experiencing what I'm experiencing through this business. That's my goal. My goal is to help you guys to get to experience what I'm experiencing, because it's phenomenal. It's amazing. But you have to want it, and you have to take full responsibility for yourself and your actions and your results. It's nobody else's responsibility or fault. Okay? So, has anybody got any questions?
Yeah, sorry, I do, Anna.
Yes, go, Leanne.
First year in network marketing. Who's that by?
Mark Yarnell.
Who?
Mark? Yarnell. If you go to YouTube, you can just do a YouTube search, My First Year in Network Marketing. It will come up. There'll be an image that says My First Year in Network Marketing. Click on the link below. And in the context, in the description of the video underneath, is a link that you can click on. And it's an audio. Like each of the chapters are one audio.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
Sorry, who's the author for Think and Grow Rich?
Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon Hill, thanks.
Yep, Napoleon Hill.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. This is another tool that you need to get as well. I got this for about $10, I think, or $15 on eBay. And it's a 3 CD set. And I listen to it constantly as I'm driving. Because the more information you are around, subliminally, it starts to get absorbed in your subconscious mind. Okay, so this is slide 12 on the Getting Started training. So tick all these off.
Okay. Yeah.
So watch the Getting Started training. I know, Jamie, you just started, so you probably haven't seen that yet, but that's okay.
Yeah, cool.
I've also got a goals sheet. Yeah, look, Max has got it. I've also got a goals sheet. Now, Leanne, this is from Bob Proctor.
I've got a lot from Bob Proctor.
I know, this is in the Dare to Dream Team Facebook group in the Files tab. I printed it on cardboard. Yeah, great, Nella. She's got hers as well. Beautiful. I printed this on cardboard. I've just got this on paper, and then I've got the cards. There's 8 goals here that you can write. So print 2 of these off, write down your goals, and carry them in your wallet and read them every single day. Now, another tool, which I speak about all the time, it's the Ultimate Memory Jogger. This is just one of the tools. In the Ultimate Memory Jogger is the information from this CD, the scripts. Okay, so the scripts are all in the back of this book. So making invitations, there's a direct approach, indirect approach, super indirect approach. These are all the tools, but I don't really go into the tools so much, because your success in this business starts here, through your thinking and through your beliefs and your desires. That's where it starts first. This is what I teach the most of, because everything else is the tools. The tools show up. The tools are all there, all right? But so they're just some of the tools. This is also a planner, a day planner that I've also got in the Dare to Dream Team Facebook group. So your first leadership role is Sapphire. Sapphire means you need 12 executives in your business. This is a daily checklist. So print these off for yourselves for each week. Now, if you don't have something in every one of these little boxes, you're not building your business. So this is like your guide to show you where you are, what you're doing, what you're not doing. That way you can see where you might need to put a bit more attention into. So the Get to Sapphire daily checklist. Great tool for you to print and put on your desk. So any other questions?
Anna, I just wanted to say the GoPro's free on Eric Worre's site.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. So I'm going to stop the recording. So thanks, guys. I hope you got some value out of this. I really believe it all starts here first. This is what you've got to prep. Then everything else falls into place. Okay, so thanks, guys.